Okay, it is the week of the U.S. election, and actually, as I'm recording this video, is the day of the U.S. election, coming at you with another variable rate update. So, look, fixed rates remain relatively static. We see the bond yield go up, we see the bond yield go down, very unmeaningful differences. Now, what is driving that? So, first of all, I need to say this over and over again. Fixed rates are not going down right now. They're not going down. Now, will fixed rates go down further? I think probably they will. But, and, does that number look like a 3 in the spring? I think probably it does. But, like as far as what we may have thought earlier in the summertime, I think there is a persuasive argument that that the fixed rates where they are right now will remain there until Christmas, especially with the horizon of the Bank of Canada dropping rate and mortgage rule changes. That could be possible. Now, what's going to affect the bond yield market is obviously what's happening today, U.S. election. So, if that changes the price of some of where the bond yield market is, that's going to have an effect on fixed rates. Now, what's keeping fixed rates relatively static? A strong job report in the States, which is bolstered by, I think, contradictory kind of events. So the Fed dropped the interest rate by 0.5%, and then they had a strong job report. And so it just makes them feel like maybe they put the cart above the horse. That seems to be probably the most prevailing thing that's got that bond yield up. So remember, fixed rates can be affected by the world stock market, all that type of thing. So different track, those rates remain static in the low 4s-ish from that perspective. Now, it's worthy repeating that when someone takes a fixed rate, not all fixed rates are created equal, and where we're going to see some real problems going forward, what's called the interest rate differential. Interest rate differential is the difference. Is like if you get a mortgage at 4% and then you pay it out, interest rates are 3%, they charge you 1% times however months are left. But if you're using a scheduled chartered bank, Scotiabank, RBC, TD, BMO, CIBC, all those guys, they're going to do what's called a posted IRD. Posted IRD means that even though you may have only paid 4%, they compare it to their posted rate, which is almost a point higher. So, for example, if interest rates were 4% when I got them, 3% when I paid them out, my interest rate differential is 1%, right? Well, if I used a bank, they're going to say, no, we had 6%, so your interest rate is 3% times however months left. So huge penalties coming your way if you're taking a bank fixed rate. Now, I say this knowing that probably a lot of clients realize that I placed you at a bank fixed rate. This doesn't mean that we shouldn't do them. It just means that we need to be cautious, and also there's different ways that we can manipulate the product to make sure that it works out better for you, and how we refinance and structure, import, and all those types of things. So keep in mind from that perspective. As far as variable, I would say the vast majority of people still predicting a 0.50 drop come the December meeting, and now a lot of seem coming up to a 0.5 drop coming into January. And so, really weak GDP numbers, job numbers, so all those things pointing in that direction. I've seen some chatter on that maybe because of what's happening in the U.S., so that maybe they go only to a 0.25% drop. Now, that isn't, in my opinion, that doesn't seem to be coming from as many credible sources as the 0.50 drop comes from. And obviously, a little bit of that is going to see like what has been the reaction of the marketplace on a 0.5 drop. Has it moved things? And I would suggest that it does move chatter and activity, and people get excited, but then they realize the Bank of Canada dropping the rate makes no difference to your affordability. So people don't qualify for more based on the Bank of Canada dropping rate at this particular interval. There was a time period, and there is some situations where that is applicable, but not right now, and not the next rate change. Now, there is some good and persuasive data as well that says the variable is correcting itself, and so the Bank of Canada prime rate will be in the position where the variable will be cheaper than the fixed rate in short order, which is obviously what we've thought for some time. So that's your variable rate update. If you want to discuss locking in, if you want to discuss going to a variable rate, anything like that, please reach out. We'd be pleased to help you.